The anti-SJWs are at it. What am I talking about? We're talking about gay rats. Welcome to Shoe on Head. I will die on the gay rat hill. Arthur is a show that has been around since the 90s, and before this I had no idea it was still running. But recently they made one of their characters gay. Mr. Ratburn, and if you know anything about the show and you didn't know this guy was gay, you have terrible gaydar because this guy is gay as hell. He didn't come out as gay in an episode, he didn't talk about what being gay is, there was no talk about what gay is. It was literally a few seconds of a gay wedding. They didn't even kiss. They didn't even hold hands. They just linked arms and walked down the aisle for 5 seconds. But that 5 seconds was more than enough.
Bruh, they got my man Arthur. Come on. I don't know what to say anymore. You already know why. Indoctrination, propaganda.
This has the same exact cursed energy as my video I made in 2015 when gay marriage was legalized.
Obama done did it. He finally done did it. He took my God and my guns and he gave them to the queers.
In the episode, the kids are just like, oh, okay. And that's it.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. How should one behave whence coming across a gay?
Nothing. They're just gonna, just like that, accept it. That just reinforces to the child, oh, well, I should just accept it. That's it. No questions, no reason.
They don't do anything. They just accept it. Yes? And? What do you want them to do? Like, hey, you're going to hell.
As a matter of fact, if you would probably ask someone, a liberal, lefty, a progressive, they would be upset why this hasn't happened sooner.
Actually, my good sir, it did happen sooner. In 2005, there was an episode of Arthur that featured a lesbian couple, and it was pulled off the air by whiny crybabies like you. Isn't censorship just awesome? There is so much unnecessary outrage about showing gay people existing. Decades and decades of showing straight couples existing, like Disney movies for example, but suddenly if there's a gay couple, it instantly goes to, we can't show children this filth! Children should not be exposed to sex! I don't want my child seeing clam slamming! As if they're gonna straight up right on screen. If you see two full-grown ass cartoon characters of the same gender briefly linking arms, and your mind automatically goes to Mr. Ratburn's rat ass getting pounded by his husband, that's not our problem. Like, your kid knows that you're a couple, right? They know you're together and you love each other. They don't have to know the inner workings of your sex life. Like, your kid is not watching Cars and then going, Daddy, how did the two cars fuck? They're just seeing the romance, the relationship. For fuck's sake, B-movie exists. A bee fell in love with a human woman. How am I gonna explain that to my children? So I actually found out about this from some guy called One Angry Gamer. Arthur gets woke for kids. Has Mr. Ratburn marry his husband in a gay marriage? Hashtag PBS, hashtag get woke, hashtag think of the children, hashtag the woke agenda, hashtag tainted souls, hashtag nothing is sacred. And me and him kinda got into a little Twitter spat about this, you can pause to read it, but basically he called me a child, I said I was almost 30, and then he called me a child again. The discourse. It wasn't very productive at all, so I thought I could take it here and respond to his whole ass article. PBS Kids decided to drop a bombshell on unsuspecting viewers. Duck and cover, it's the gay. During the 22nd season of Arthur, the episode rolled out a socio-political shocker. Mr. Ratburn is gay. But the shock drops didn't end there. PBS decided to push it even further. Mr. Ratburn got married to his gay partner. Okay, wait a minute. There wasn't two shockers. He didn't come out as gay. They literally just showed them walking down the aisle for like 3 seconds. The real shocker? Oh, there's a third. So those other shockers weren't the real shockers. This is the real shocker. It's not just a gay marriage, by the way. It's an interspecies gay marriage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? The interspecies agenda is at it again. I can't show this to my rabbit, because God forbid he thinks he can marry a horse. The kids are depicted as responding happily, knowing that Mr. Ratburn is marrying another man/rat/etc. I'm sorry, what? Again, what is the normal reaction? Anyway, most of the comment section on TV Line and people on Twitter are ecstatic about this because they obviously want to inculcate kids with the concept of gay marriage, drag culture, and transgenderism. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where the fuck that came from. Nobody is in drag here. They are both wearing tuxedos. Transgenderism? No one is trans, as far as I know, in this episode, and I don't think they're gonna touch on the trans thing anytime soon, because unlike the concept of two people getting married, being trans is actually a very complicated subject, which brings me to an important tangent. This isn't like Queer Kid stuff. You guys remember Queer Kid stuff?
Gaming's happy. Queer Kid stuff.
You might be gay, I'm gay, you're gay, everyone's gay. Isn't being gay cool and awesome? Bisexual means you love a lot of people.
Being bisexual is awesome.
But yeah, this isn't like Queer Kid stuff, where Lindsay goes about teaching children about gender and sexuality in all the wrong ways. They should instead be doing what Arthur is doing, just teaching tolerance, acceptance, teaching that some people are different. But anyway, let's keep reading. Some argued that trying to sway kids away from sound moral principles was not a good thing because they usually had their kids to watch shows like Arthur because they focused on sound moral principles. Various people shot back denouncing God and sound moral principles. This isn't even the first time that Arthur has dabbled in risque taboos of sexual politics. There was an episode of Postcards from Buster back in 2005 or so that was banned for depicting lesbian mothers. Yeah, like I said, it was pulled off the air because of people like you. Also, thanks for pointing out that this isn't even a new, SJW thing, and has nothing to do with Arthur going woke. This is literally a show that deals with cancer, autism, divorce. There are kids with autism. There are kids whose parents have been through divorces. There are kids who have gay parents. There are kids whose friends have gay parents. Just because it's not the norm, there's nothing wrong or political with showing a child that gay people exist and are a thing. Because there's nothing wrong with being gay. Also, this bizarre belief that a child will suddenly turn gay if they see gay couples on TV. But I have to admit, it's true. Growing up in the 90s, seeing only straight couples in movies and TVs, it made me straight.
Are you sure about that?
So a few days after this happened, our favorite state, America's New Florida, Alabama, had the episode banned. That's right, the same state that tried to ban the interracial kiss from Star Trek in the 60s is banning this. And guess who was right there celebrating this censorship? Our good friend, One Angry Boomer Gamer, the same dude that dedicates his entire life to talking about censorship, is celebrating censorship. Amazing. Isn't it hypocritical to celebrate censorship instead of condemning it on principle? Not celebrating it, contextualizing it. People need to understand that this is a situation the SJWs asked for, and now they're getting and reeing about it. You know damn well, you 40-ass-year-old man, that the 90s happened. Conservative censorship hysteria. Your "this is what they wanted" excuse makes no sense. SJWs could easily use that excuse years ago. Sorry, right-wing people. Jack Thompson, remember Jack Thompson? This is what you wanted. Sorry, we're gonna censor your video games now. So why are you using that logic today? SJWs have jack shit with a Bible-thumping state like Alabama censoring something about the gays. For years, me, Chris Raygun, Armored Skeptic, Amazing Atheist, dozens of anti-SJW channels have said the phrase, SJWs are the new religious right. But what I'm starting to see lately, more than ever, is that pendulum swinging back around. I'm just so over conservative outrage. Fucking Mark Dice on Twitter crying about a trans flag themed shoe, and his followers deadass like, it's the end times. Oh no, Karen's gonna boycott a brand she hasn't worn since 1985. Can we please somehow claim that Oxygen is pro-gay? Gay rat pride. Good night. I was a foot soldier in Gamergate. We lost a lot of good men that year.